We're back with Ron, and Ron, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the next question. Ron,
Sounds good.
what is meant by we are moving from a carbon-based body to a crystalline-based body?
That's a really good question. Um, there's and the answer I'm going to give is my own interpretation of this, with some supporting activities of what's been going on recently. Um, we look at the northern lights, and they're supposed to be in the north, and there's some kind of phenomenon about that. But the northern lights are a combination of plasma and plasma base. That means that it can change things. And there was a northern light that was over the United Kingdom. I read about that a couple of maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and I was fascinated by that because they're not very far north as far as the northern lights are concerned. So that was an interesting phenomenon. But what is happening is that the Earth is creating these northern lights so that our body can change. The plasma will change our bodies from a carbon base um, to where it will be more crystalline. Carbon based holds on to our consciousness, our level of consciousness, and the lower realms of our consciousness have to be into a carbon base in order to stay at the lower function, lower vibrations. As our body increases, it will change to a crystalline base, which accommodates the higher vibrations in our body. And this is nothing that we really have any control over. They talk about it a lot as if they know what they're talking about. Well, if they do, then that's fine. I don't care. But it's something that our bodies will just go through as we in the ascension process. And it'll go as quickly as we feel that we can focus on it and create it in our lives. So, um, carbon based going to crystalline based so that we can sustain a higher vibrations. That's the way I believe.
Great, great. Okay, Ron, let's go to the next question. Ron,
Okay.
are there galactic beings here on Earth assisting us?
Yes. Part of and there's a question here: whether is the alliance? So there's three parts to the alliance. One is the ascended masters. The second are benevolent ET uh, people, extraterrestrial, and they have a lot of our civilization on Earth is archaic, and a lot of these other uh, star nations have really they've gone through an evolution to where they're really high vibration beings and capable of creating a whole bunch of different types of technology. Some of them are being shared with the Earth, and some will be shared with the Earth. But those higher beings have the ability to create defensive weapons that the dark side has not been able to overcome. So they're protecting us. They've quarantined the Earth from any of these outside bad guys coming in, as well as quarantined those bad guys that are here from leaving, so that they can um, go through the legal system and account for the things that they have done. Those are their consequences. So they have to stay here and do that. Now the white hats, the boots on the ground people, the militaries that are changing the way the earth is now going into Nasara. Uh, and that's a different way of living. It's a different way of having governance. I didn't say government, I said governance, um, because the government is a concept created by the cabal for power over other people. And our government is not, the governance is not supposed to be having power over people. So that's the cabal indication of what the government is like. and we're going into Nasara, which will be a brand new governance. So I hope that helps.
It sure does on my end, Ron. And thank you very much for the answer. With that, we will end this section of the recording and we'll come back with some more questions.
Okay.